always hard to follow Stan. He's such a character. He's an entertaining guy. All right, so I'm going to give an update on the work that EPRI's been doing on Monarch. And just an initial shout out to our collaborative group. This is the Power-in-Pollinator Initiative. And just a thank you to that group that provided the funding for our Monarch research over the last whole year of all of 2019 and to our Endangered Species Program 195 for our 2018 effort. And before I jump in, wanted to let folks know that we have a documentary short film that's in development called Power-in-Pollinators that's looking at the intersection specifically of how electric power companies relate to pollinators, the work that they're doing, and we have some of the world's most renowned scientists that have already been interviewed for this short film, and then a huge amount of footage. It's called super slow-mo close-up footage. The camera itself is really heavy and really expensive. And this film will be coming out at the end of this year. I'm an executive producer with George DiCaprio, who is Leonardo DiCaprio's father, and we anticipate that Leonardo will narrate the film as well. And if folks want to jump in and participate in this, there's opportunities to sponsor it and to join the group that's kind of putting the whole thing together. Okay. So for the Monarch research, we published a report earlier this year that is a very long report. It took a long time to put it together. It has a huge amount of information in it. And in fact, we have a box in it that says how to read the report because it's so long and extensive. We even recommend using search terms to get through it. So I'm going to give you kind of the short and sweet version of that because I have about 4 or 5 minutes here. The purpose of it was really to look at ask this basic question: what are the impacts that power companies are having on Monarch? There's a lot of assumptions there. There have been a lot of assumptions, and we really wanted to kind of peel that question back. And then what are actions they can do to support them, and then what are barriers to those actions? Either could be cost barriers, could be policy barriers, could be scientific barriers, okay? And so the Conservation Act, and this is done with Earthspeed Society. My knowledge, Earthspeed really did an incredible job with us on this project. Conservation actions, we looked at all of these conservation actions related to Monarch, and then we looked at all of these land asset types that are for electric power companies. So it's not just rights-of-way, it's also huge millions of acres around power plants, around substations, or hydro facilities. The solar and wind movement is massive as we look at the transition of the electric energy system to the future. We're seeing a huge amount of solar being installed. So there was a very extensive sort of crosswalk between conservation action and land asset type, because your action that's appropriate for Monarch may be different depending on which land asset type that you're on. So we looked at the extent implemented for all of these actions across all of these land asset types and what were barriers unique to all of them. And the result is complicated. And so this is an example of one of them. So we have the conservation action, this is revegetation. And then across your land asset types, you can sort of see the difference in the bar colors here. That's showing that depending on which land asset type that you're on, the extent implemented for the action varies, as do the barriers for implementing those actions. So our point kind of in the overall report is that it's tough to say, and I know everybody wants it, what is the action that power companies should be doing across the board? That is a very tough question to answer because it's different depending on which land asset type that you're looking at. But we did try to ask overall, if you looked at all your assets, all the barriers and all the costs, what's the easiest thing for companies to do in their opinion? Transmission lines were high, and I'll note low was distribution lines. When we're talking about right-of-ways, transmission is very different from distribution for companies. And then followed by your power plant generation sites, right there. So we need to be thinking about those sites as well when we're thinking about Monarch. we're moving on to another research project that is looking at trying to get more data on the table for where is this habitat. We all know that part of the issue with understanding monarch and what do we need to do about it is based on where the habitat is and what is the quality of that habitat. So we're doing a study to use remote sensing, satellite imagery to identify where milkweed is. So we're using milkweed as a proxy for monarch, and I know there's variation and debate about that as well. But this is a project that we're probably halfway through right now. And the shout out to this room is that we're seeking data. We need to calibrate our models with actual field data of where there's really good milkweed habitat out there. So if you have any of this information about polygons with GPS coordinates, where data is, and if there's milkweed species known, we could use that. And then the next shout out is next steps for EPRI monarch research. We have some funding, and we're interested in collaborating to apply for more grants to study what address answers to questions around power companies and what they can be doing, what should they be doing for monarchs between now and the next listing decision, or between now and just generally because it's important to protect monarchs. So we're looking for these collaborations. What should we be doing? And we know that the data gap is one of the pressing ones now, and we're thinking about how to inform that with probably a 1.5 to 2-year research project. So if you have thoughts on that, we'd love to talk to you. I'm doing interviews kind of here, offhand with folks here. And if I don't have time to talk to you and you have ideas, we'd really appreciate any input. Because we're corralling now, between now and November, to fund some new research that we should be doing in these components. And that's my last slide. Don't forget, if you want to be involved in that short film, you can be. Go to that crowdfunding site and just, you can fund it. Or you can let me know if you need me know. EEI is a big funder.